And so within 7 days on the dot, the seventh day, I manifested $10,000 for the car into my bank account and $1,000 cash. Hi, welcome to the Quantum Mosaic. My name is True. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about my experience with manifestation and calling things into my reality. When I speak about things, I really only can speak from a place of experience. And I have the understanding that when I listen to other people, it's not always going to be experienced the same that they experienced in my own reality and my own experiences. So the reason that I say this is because I want you guys to take the understanding with you that everybody's experience is different. Everyone's journey is different. We may have similarities in our journey. We may have experiences that seem almost exactly the same, but everyone's journey is different. And that is what makes our experience as source in this human form so wonderful and unique and brilliant. So what I wanted to talk a little bit about today, I got my hand full of sap, is, here comes my cat, is about manifestation. So I had an experience once when I used to drive a 2002 WRX STI. It's a Subaru rally car. It was a pretty fast car, and I no longer wanted it. I no longer had those desires that that's what I wanted to have take up space in my reality. I began to manifest a way to sell it. And it's not always easy to sell a vehicle. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. And I had to do a little bit of research because I never really manifested anything specifically before. I always put the intention out there, wanted that intention, and then just kind of, if I'm being perfectly honest, I either throw it out the window and be like, yeah, that's not going to happen, or I just forget about it, honestly. In this particular instance, I followed a technique by Ducey, and I can put the technique in the description box below. And what he describes in this technique is really having the understanding and bringing awareness as to what particular things are blocking you from receiving what you want. A lot of what was blocking me from receiving the things that I wanted was the feeling of unworthiness, and that the way things were is how it would always be. And that's something I had to really change within myself. I had to bring on the understanding that just because something was experienced a certain way with my childhood or in a past experience doesn't mean that that's how it's going to be now or in the future. So I had to really do some deep inner reflection on that and really look at those belief systems and the things that I was telling myself. So that's the second part of it, is what stories, what phrases, what statements are you saying in your head, out loud, to other people, to yourself? What are you saying? What are you speaking into existence? Taking that time to self-reflect, looking at what I had grown up with, my conditioning, what I believed to be true, and understanding that it's not always going to be that way. And it's my choice. I can make the choice if I want it to be different. And I do. I want it to be different. And so that's what it's going to be. It's going to be different. And I made that choice. That just because things were this way doesn't mean they were going to keep being that way, because I'm making this choice. So it's not going to be that way anymore. It's going to be this way. I made that choice. I made an active choice based off of my own self-reflection and my own thoughts about my belief systems and the words and stories that I was telling myself. I also changed the way that I was speaking. I would use I am statements, and a lot of people call them affirmations, which they are. But when you state I am, it means that it is now. And just because you don't see it in your reality at this very moment doesn't mean that it does not exist. We have the understanding on this spiritual journey that all things exist at the same time. All things. The past, the present, the future, all of it is existing right now in this moment. And it exists because we exist and we have it in our minds. So if that is true, and we know that to be true because it is one of the laws of the universe, then what I desire and what I want is here right now. All I need to do is be open to receive it and accept it. And that's another thing that I had to really look at and really change within myself. That it was okay for me to receive. I didn't always have to give and give and give and give and give. And that brings me to my other point. Changing the way we look at giving and receiving. When we give a compliment or criticism or a gift or a donation, when we give something, what is the intention behind what we're giving? What is in our heart? What is the feeling that we're having while we're doing that giving? So when you say you want to manifest money, and that's what I was trying to do, was manifest money by selling my car. I had to take a look at my own intention behind it. I also had to take into mind that giving and giving from a place of love opens me up to receive in the same fashion. If you're constantly hoarding onto your money and you're never, ever, ever helping other people succeed or helping a small business or anything of the sort, giving a compliment, then you're not making space for you to receive the same thing back. It's one of the fundamental laws of the universe, giving and receiving. And so when we cut ourselves off from giving, we cut ourselves off from receiving. And so when I was taking a look at manifesting this money for this car, I got really specific. And I wanted to manifest $10,000 into my bank account. And I wanted to manifest $1,000 cash. I have no idea at the time why I wanted that to be that way, but that's how my mind was able to accept receiving it. And so that's just what I accepted as how I was going to receive this cash for this car. And I made the intention that it was going to happen within 7 days. That no matter what, it was happening within 7 days. And once I put that into the universe, once I stated that that's how it was going to be, and I made up my mind that that's how it was going to be, and I made the visualization, I visualized the numbers in my bank account, I visualized the cash in my hands. Once I did that, I let it go. And I cannot explain how hard it is for me to let go of something and not sit there and constantly mull it over in my mind. As who I am in this physical body, I tend to mull things over mentally quite a bit. And that's something I really had to work with. I really just had to trust that this is how it was going to be because I'm stating it into being. And really trust that that's exactly what was going to happen. And then let it go. I didn't think about it anymore. I just pushed it out of my mind and didn't give it another thought. I didn't question it. Huge, huge thing, not questioning it, not putting any doubt whatsoever that this was going to happen. I just trust and knew that that was what's going to happen. And so within 7 days on the dot, the 7th day, I manifested $10,000 for the car into my bank account and $1,000 cash. So I manifested $11,000 in total for my car. When that happened, I was completely dumbfounded. I was jumping up and down. I was extremely happy that I had manifested something, and it changed the way I felt about manifesting. When I did that, it created a huge sense of gratitude and confidence within myself that I do have this ability to manifest the things that I want into my life. Now, do I always have this in mind when I'm trying to manifest? No. Some things are a lot harder for my mind to grasp and a lot harder for me to just have the knowing and trust that that's what's going to happen. I feel something that really helped me manifest this $11,000 was being very grateful. Being grateful that and in the knowing that I was going to have this. Neville Goddard talks a lot about the feeling is the secret. That's one of his books. And it really is true. When you feel this sense of knowing, you have no doubt and you feel confident in it, and you feel the love and gratitude and the joy of receiving it, it automatically cannot help but create that into being in your own physical reality. It is one of the natural laws of the universe as well. I'm talking a lot about laws of the universe, but it is. When you have this gratitude, you create this sense that it is already, that it's already here, it's already in existence. Abraham Hicks talks about this. When you do that, it automatically makes it come into being because it cannot be any other way. When you get into that vortex, when you get into that state of being, in that state of knowing, in that state of trust and faith and joy and gratitude, the universe cannot help but bring that to you. What I want to leave you with today is, if you do try to manifest something, try something small. Try something that your mind can completely wrap its small box around. And then sit with that feeling. Sit with the knowing and the understanding that because you are speaking this into existence, it will be. And like I said, I'm not perfect at this. I struggle sometimes because sometimes there's a little bit of a blockage there within myself, and I'm still learning and I'm still self-reflecting and I'm still working on my belief systems. But that's okay too. It's okay to not be perfect, and it's okay not to just be an instant manifester, If you take anything out of this, take with you the understanding that you are worthy of everything that you desire. It is your natural birthright. The universe wants to give you what you want. So when you're giving it, you are making it possible to receive. And when you are open, you are making space for more things to come in and fill it with what you do want. Just remember that no matter what, even if it doesn't happen right away, it's going to happen. Continue working on it, continue changing your beliefs, continue with self-reflection, continue having the gratitude for the things that you do have. Continue giving to other people because it just feels good when you do. And when you feel good, more good feeling is going to come back to you. I really hope this was helpful for you guys. I hope this gives you a little bit of a different perspective to manifesting anything that you would want in your own reality. And I am so grateful that you guys are here, that you guys are watching, liking, and subscribing. And if you like this video, go ahead and subscribe for more. I do intend to do more videos like this. I tend to do videos that have to do with my own experiences. My headphones just died. So I tend to do more videos when I experience something, because I don't feel that I have any right to say and tell somebody how to do something. I can't tell you exactly how something is going to happen in your own reality. I can't give you the answers. Only you have those answers. You create your reality. You are the creator. You are a co-creator with the universe. Just take what you feel resonates with you, test it out, try it out, experiment with it, mull it over, chew on it, and just see what feels good to you. Because ultimately, this is your reality. This is your life that you are experiencing in this form. It's all up to you on what you want to do and how you want to live this experience. Okay? I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for joining us, and I can't wait to see you guys next time.